Hello, everyone. This is Silvio Bellavo, the E-Chaplain. Hopefully, as the E-Chaplain on this Saturday morning, March 26th already. And we're here going to hammer on the nails, on the 40 nails that help us nail it, that will help you nail it, hopefully. I'll tell you which nail we're going to talk about this morning in a few minutes, a few seconds. Before we do that, I want to remind you that the E-Chaplain is here for you, for men and for women and men, to help them discover or rediscover dignity in their existence through simplicity towards wonder. So the nail we're going to hammer on is nail number 24, which is support. Do you have a person in your life in whom you can count on? Do you have that person in your life in whom you can say, yeah, I can really, really count on that person who's there for you, who's a comforting presence in your life, who's that rock, that solid presence in your life? What does it mean for you, support? Several weeks ago, I asked a few people, what does it mean when they hear the noun or the name Jesus? What comes to mind when they hear that name? And they said, what quality does it mean for you? And some people said, support. He's really a support in my life. And I can tell you that Jesus has been a support in my life during many occasions and in many circumstances. But you're going to tell me, well, how? I don't know anything about that guy. How is that possible? Well, see it as an example. Take other people in your life as an example. Can you count on that person to whom you're asking a service or you want to talk to, or are they just being there to listen to you and be a comforting presence in your life? It might be your wife, your companion, your husband. It might be your mother, father, daughter, son, somebody in your family, and even your friends, or even at work. It might be your psychologist, even though you pay for that person, your spiritual director, or somebody that accompanies you in your life, in your joys and in your struggles. But I'd like to know what uh who are those persons on whom you can count on? What does it mean to be of support? Are you of support for somebody else? Hopefully so. That's how we can help one another. And also, uh, I want to tell you that Jesus is, for me, has been, and probably will, I believe, and just like people in other spiritualities and other faith traditions, you have that prophet, you have that God that is there for you, and every day of your life, every moment of your life, and he's just that comforting presence on whom you can count on. I've lived the experience of having God and Jesus in my life, and it has brought me bonus. I'll tell a little story. I've worked with a guy who was really in a rut, and he had tried everything and anything to get out of that rut. And one of his colleagues say, "Well, hey, I've got something that might work for you." "Oh yeah, what's that?" "Well, you can read this if you want. It's sacred scripture. It's called the Bible. Other religions, other faiths, other spiritualities have their own scriptures and or sacred texts, straight sacred books. But if you read this one, there's a cool guy in there, and you might want to hang around with him. His name is Jesus." Excuse me, I might sneeze. Yeah. Well, this is not a good time to sneeze. But anyways, thank you. I'm human. just like everybody else. I don't have COVID. It's okay. I sneeze every morning. Uh, and yeah, I was saying that guy who was looking for somebody in his life, and the other guy presents him and say, "Well, yeah, you might want to read this sacred text, and there's a cool guy in there. You can really count on him, and he can be part of your life." Okay, sure. So remember, this guy was in a total rut. He did not have anyone to turn to. Nothing was going right in his life except this guy, just guy passing with a book in his hand and say, "Hey, read this." So he did, and he came to see me several years later. He says, "Yeah, Silvio, guess what? I really found somebody, a presence in my life who can really help me, and that is Jesus, God." I said, "Well, hooray! Good for you. That's awesome for you, man." And the person, uh, that person's life changed and changed forever. So I'm not telling you what to do, what not to do. I'm just sharing you an example of a person that was a real strong rock in his life, and he found that person. So today, are we going to choose to be a rock for another person, a presence, a comforting presence for another person, paying it forward, as I was saying the other day? I hope so. So today, let's hammer on the nail of support, being a support to one another. People around the globe need our support, not just financially, but our presence, our listening ear, just there, being there for one another. You don't even have to talk, you just have to be there. So today, I wish we can all be of support to one another. Thank you for watching, and tomorrow, same place, same time. Bye for now.